Recently, Eva Longoria created a cracker of a margarita, a strawberry mint, and today we're making it exactly like she did. Muddled strawberries, fresh mint, a Tajín rim, and a splash of soda on top. She didn't share the recipe, but no worries, I've figured it out, so you don't have to. I'm breaking it down with easy steps and perfect proportions. And no, you don't need to be a desperate housewife to sip like a star at home, even if you've never made a margarita before. Hi there. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and this is Friday Night Cocktails. When Eva Longoria turned 50, she went on the Today Show and made a strawberry mint margarita. Rumour has it she makes a mean margarita, and so she should. She does have her own line of tequila. What is the secret to a great margarita? Fresh ingredients. In this case, fresh strawberries, fresh mint, and freshly squeezed lime juice. A high quality tequila you enjoy is also essential. I'm using reposado, and it adds depth with its light oak and vanilla notes, which pair beautifully with the fruit and herbs in this cocktail. So what do we need for today's cocktail? We need tequila, and I'm using reposado. If you only have blanco, that will be fine too. We need agave syrup, which you can swap out if you don't have any for maple syrup or honey. It won't be the same drink, but it will still be very delicious. We need some soda water or sparkling water. We need Tajín for the rim, and we need fresh strawberries, fresh mint, and fresh lime. So let's get into it. So we're going to need some fresh strawberries and some mint, which we're going to muddle with the agave syrup. So firstly, I'm not going to put ice in the shaker straight away. What I'm going to do is cut up some strawberries, and you'll need about 6 strawberries. Mine are quite large, so I might be able to get away with less strawberries. I think that's probably going to do it. I'm also going to get out another strawberry because we'll need that for the garnish. We're going to need some mint leaves, but we'll just get the strawberries organised first. So I'm just going to cut these up, not to include too much white and none of the green leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice into quarters, throw in the shaker. I'm not including the mint straight away because mint leaves, if they're broken down too much, will release a bitter flavour, and that will really affect the cocktail. 15 ml or half an ounce of agave syrup. We need to muddle this. Now I have a muddler, but if you haven't, you can just use a spoon. A spoon would be good, or a dessert spoon even. And I'm just going to get in there, just really push down, give it a bit of a twist, just try and break down the strawberries. We don't really want them to get very mushy, but just break them down a bit so they kind of mix in with the syrup. And I think that will do it. Now, we're going to need probably 6 mint leaves. Now my mint leaves are pretty small, so I'm going to need a few more. But if you've got sort of normal size mint, which is a lot bigger than this, just use 6 leaves. Okay, oh, that smells so good. This is a more normal sized mint leaf, but that's, you know, sort of the exception here, not the norm. But if you've got those, you just need the 6. I just want to find a nice sprig to put as a garnish. And now we'll add the mint leaves in. Now we're just going to push down really gently, just basically to get the mint leaves to release the oil, but without, as I said, breaking it down, without breaking them down too much. Just push down gently. We'll do that because remember, when we shake the cocktail with ice, it's going to break the mint down a little bit more, so we just really want to bruise the mint. So let's put some ice in the shaker. So next we want to juice the lime. We need 30 ml or 1 ounce of lime juice. So into the shaker. 60 ml or 2 ounces of reposado tequila or blanco tequila. And what we haven't done is we haven't rimmed the glass. So I'm going to pour out some Tajín. If you don't know what Tajín is, it's a Mexican spice. Half a lime. And I'm only going to put it just on half the glass. Just roll this in the Tajín. It will just stick where the lime juice is on the glass. There we go, all set. Now we're ready to shake. Just about 15 seconds should do it, and once you feel it get cold, it's ready. Okay, so I need some fresh ice in my glass. Okay, now we're going to strain this over fresh ice. Look at that colour. That is so beautiful. It looks so nice. We're not quite finished yet, as Eva threw in a splash of club soda. Just put a splash. It's a little sparkle. Now, let's give it a very gentle stir. Just so you don't get a mouthful of soda water. Okay, let's garnish it. I'm just going to stick a strawberry on the side, not on the Tajín side, like that. And then a sprig of mint. Let's give it a taste. I can't wait. It is fantastic. That is delicious. That is so refreshing. Tastes like summer. It's fun. The Tajín-rimmed, just like Eva added, adds a tangy, spicy kick that balances the sweetness of the strawberries and goes so well with the mint and lime. It also ties in really nicely with the Mexican roots of the Margarita. If you're not familiar with Tajín, it is spicy and adds a chili lime kick. I find it mild to mid spicy, but if you haven't tried it before, then it definitely is important to rim only half or less of the glass. This is really delicious and is very refreshing, and it's a bold twist on the classic Margarita. It seems really fancy, but it's pretty easy, as you've seen, to make. And it highlights the sweet strawberries, fresh mint, splash of sparkle, and the spicy Tajín-rimmed. Vibrant, flirty, and a little fiery, just like Eva herself. If you've loved this Hollywood-style cocktail, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got more easy themed cocktails coming your way. Cheers.